Back to the ropes again, Hopkins. They begin to trade power shots at close range, and this is Trinidad's game. You can't play power shot with Trinidad, because every time he hits you, you are still lingering on. The damage lingers on and starts to accumulate.
Trinidad ripping left hooks now. And he puts his Hopkins head back, and Smoker says, don't do it again.
It took me a while to make this video, but this will be addressing the Trinidad hand wrap controversy, because there's a lot of people that don't understand what happened that night and how that really shouldn't even been the story.
Sometimes it means real fireworks from the opening bell. Trinidad knocked Jockey down in the first. He knocked Vargas down twice in the first.
And Hopkins job to keep him off the mark.
Trinidad lands a left hook.
Bernard Hopkins want to keep hugging and pushing this guy. Keep this a wrestling match in his favor.
Bad hand inside by Bernard. Hopkins again lands a right. Trinidad misses his. Hopkins lands his own.
Knowing that he's intense.
Hard right hand by Hopkins. Biggest blow in the fight. Trinidad momentarily stunned. Here in round 3.
But Bernard Hopkins isn't fading.
Oh, and the bet looks pretty good, at least for the moment, as he gives Trinidad a spirited fight. Trinidad opens up, lands 2 power shots. Hopkins tries to fire back immediately. Trinidad misses with the right. Hopkins lands his own. Backs Tito up. Fires to left hook. Trinidad getting as good as he thinks is out. Now lands the short right hand inside. Power against power. Which man is stronger at close range? Hard right hand by Hopkins. Lands flush.
Hopkins is outboxing Trinidad, and he's winning most of the rallies.
Yeah, but Hopkins has used a lot of his footwork, legs up, moving around. That's not good.
He's got his back against the ropes. He's living dangerously. He's still outscoring Trinidad.
All right, tell us, Tito, before the fight, they made you re-wrap your hands in a different way, with only 1 layer of gauze and tape instead of 2 layers of tape. Did that affect your power?
Antes de la pelea te hicieron que te vendara las manos otra vez con solamente una línea de paratrapo. ¿Eso te afectó el poder tuyo?
No, yo soy siempre un gran pegador. No importa, sinceramente no importa la manera que me venden, si mi padre me va a vender con todo el corazón.
I'm a great puncher. It doesn't matter how my hands were bandaged. It was just, that's the way it went.
What should have been talked about was the penalties and the fouls Bernard Hopkins committed in this fight. Bernard Hopkins headbutted Felix Trinidad over 28 times in this fight. As you look at Trinidad middle of his head, man, look at his forehead, right in the middle. That's not from a punch. That was from his headbutt. What I am going to show you is how they happened. This is the first one. Now, this is pause. Bam! There it is in live motion. Now, Trinidad backs him off, and here it is again, the second one. Here he comes. He gets in a position. Sees when every time Trinidad bends in, he bends down so he can shoot his head, not a punch. Bam. Then he tries to clean him with a right, which leads to Tito getting hit with a right hand. Because he was pulling back, waiting on Bernard to shoot his head, and then he came with the right hand. So he set the tone in the first 2 rounds, and this is what he's going to do. It's Philadelphia style headbutting. Every time Trinidad gets going, wham, there it is. Headbutt. Then he gets hit. After the bell, there it is again. So you're getting to see he did this the entire fight, headbutting Trinidad every time Trinidad gets in close. I'm not going to show you all 28, but you see where this is going. Trinidad gets going, and that's why Trinidad kept putting his forearm in between him and Bernard Hopkins. He's trying to tell the ref, I'm tired of this dude headbutting me in the damn fight. A lot of people didn't see this happening. Now here, he's going to thrust his head into Trinidad. Now, this is later in the fight. This would lead to him getting hurt. Bam. Now his nose is bleeding. He's hurt. Trinidad again got his forearm in his neck because this guy keeps headbutting. His nose is bleeding now.